Hi guys, Captain Tommy Derringer here with the 2010 18 Egret. We're going to go over some of the options and some of the features today and show you guys what the boat's all about. As you can see, the entry here of the boat, this is where the legendary Egret ride comes from. And you can see this reverse chine right here, which knocks the waves down. That's going to keep you really dry. I mean, this is one of the driest flats boats, if not the driest flats boat out there. Not only does it have this chine to knock the water out of the way, but it also has this spray rail here. So if that doesn't catch a spray, then you've got this to knock it down as well. Now, even though it looks like you've got this deep V in front of the boat, as we'll look at a little bit later down the line, this boat floats very shallow. You're talking a 10 inch draft boat. Everything on this boat is self-bailing. Never get any water in the bilge. Very rarely is there ever even a drop of water in there. The deck actually sits about 4 inches above the water line when the boat's in the water. So any drop of water that gets in this boat is instantly going to drain off, whether it be through the deck drain. And if you really look under here, this is another drain from the hatch up here. So any water that gets over that hatch right there is going to drain right out that. All right, same thing with these back hatches. We got another drain right here. So any water gets into this gutter of this hatch, it's going to drain right off the side here. All right, we're going to talk about the deck a little bit. If you look real close, you can see that all the deck, including the hatches, the cockpit, everything, is actually cambered, which means that it actually is shaped in this way. It does two things. It actually strengthens the boat and also makes any water that hits this deck or anywhere on the boat flush right off the side. There won't ever be any water pooled up on this boat, which is a nice option to have. All right, let's talk about the transom of the boat here for a second. Most transoms, this is a 20-inch shaft motor, so most transoms are about 20 inches. On the Egret, we've got a 23-inch transom, which actually allows that motor to be mounted a little higher, which allows you to run the boat shallower, and kind of negates the need for a jack plate. All right, we're going to talk about the pulling platform. There's a bunch of different options you can get. We can make it any height that you want. We can also make it removable. We can make it where it collapses for storage. Anything you want to do with that, we can do it. This particular one is powder coated, and it has the bar in front that allows you to step up on. If you need a step to get up on the pulling platform, it's nice to get up there, and then once you're fishing or once you're underway, if you want to get it out of the way, it just folds right up out of the way. All right, these are the rod holders that come standard on the boat. Great for trolling, just great for live baiting. It's an option you definitely want to put on the boat. We also have the power pole, which is another option. You can put it on either side, you can put it on a bracket, however you want to do it. This one's got the 8-foot Pro Series. It's a really nice setup. This is another custom option available on the Egrets. This is an aluminum push pole holder that we make. You can get these, you can get the plastic ones, whatever you'd like. Just remember, all this stuff is customizable. All right, let's talk a little bit about these cushions and the backrests. These are some highly customized backrests on this particular boat. As you can see, they're kind of sectioned out, one for each person. We've also got the two-tone cushions. We can do any kind of options you want there. You can do a solid backrest, the 3, you can do 2 seats, whatever you want. This is a really nice looking setup on this boat. Okay, what we're looking at here is the angle of entry. You can see the nose of the boat is right here, and you can see how sharp that is. Now what that allows the boat to do is it has more running surface. More running surface means a better ride. And this is an 18-foot boat, but it actually rides like a 22, 24-foot boat. Like we were talking about before with the sharp entry and now the angle here, all that stuff lends itself to a soft, smooth, dry ride. And that's really what Egret's known for. All right guys, let's talk about the hatches a little bit here. This is the anchor locker / cast net storage. You can store all kinds of things in these hatches. One reoccurring theme you're going to see is these boats have a ton of storage. This is an awesome feature. You've actually got a stand here for the anchor. And what that does is you can put the anchor in there, keeps it off the gel coat, keeps it in place, nice and secure. This boat in particular has its trolling motor plug inside this hatch, which is nice. Keeps it out of the elements, keeps it nice and dry. And you can see all these hatches are going to have this deep channel and these drain holes here. Now, all these drain holes go right over the side of the boat as we saw earlier, so no water goes into the bilge at all. All the hardware on these hatches are top notch. As you can see, these hatches all close, really soft, nice and quiet, super flush to the deck. Just a really nice finish to it. All right guys, we were talking about the massive amount of storage that we have in these egrets, and this is the main dry storage in the front of the boat. And as you can see, there's an absolute ton of storage room in there. Chris is in there. You could probably put another 5 life jackets, a cast net. I mean, there's just an absolute ton of room in there. All right, bye-bye. All right, this is the large storage area in the front of the boat. You can see we've got a hydraulic lift here. It's just another option you can have on the boat, which is nice to have. Just like all the other hatches, we were talking about it earlier, you can see the deep channels and the drain holes on each side. We've got all real high quality hardware here, and one nice thing that I really like about these hatches is when you put them down, there's no slam to them. Nice and easy, push it down, it's locked and ready to go. This gas cap is standard on all the boats. It's actually got the vent built into it, so there's no need for a vent on the outside of the boat. It's less things to get corroded. A lot of those vents on the outside will corrode over time. This is just another nice option to have, less chance of water getting into the gas. And this is a standard option on all our boats. All right guys, we have storage for up to 8 rods in each one of the lockers, so you could essentially put 16 rods in the boat. Also hold fly rods up to 9'6". You have adjustable rod holders here. You can adjust them to however you like, whatever fits you best. And you can see, again, we've got the deep channels that run around all these hatches. Any water that gets on this is going to go right down to the deck and right out the scupper. No water in the bilge. Another option, if you want to rinse your rods off while they're in the locker, you can rinse them off. All the water will drain right out. Let's talk about the rod holders here, guys. These rod holders, you can see that the 2 on the outside are angled out. That allows you to easily store 3 rods there, no problem. They're not going to get in each other's way. Also, we have the navigation lights here mounted on the console. Another standard option down here is LED lights for the console. It'll light up the boat, when it's dark out and you need a little extra light. We also have the powder-coated grab rail. Powder coating's an option. Just like we've been saying as we've been going through the boat, all these options you can add or take away whatever you want. This is all custom. On this particular boat, we built a lip up here. You can put your keys, you can put a drink, your lures, whatever, up there, and they won't fly off. This boat also has a windshield, which is just another option. Some people like it with the windshield, some without. With the windshield, one nice thing is it does protect your electronics. This boat has a touchscreen 740 Garmin. It's a really nice unit. You see the steering wheel setup. The reason we have it set up like this is it's comfortable to drive while sitting down, but it's just as comfortable to drive when you're standing up. It's in a great position. Everything's right there at your fingertips. This boat has the iCommand gauge, which goes with the Evinrude E-Tech. You can get the digital or the analog gauges, whatever you like. You can see here on our control panel, you got the navigation lights, the live well pumps, power pole, trim tab switches. This lights up when you turn the boat on. We also have more storage under the console here. As you can see, there's quite a bit of storage. There's a shelf in here for more storage. That gives you a little better shot of it. You can store all kinds of things in there. As you can see, this is just more storage here. Our batteries for the boat are going to be right under here. Again, just more storage. We've got the master on-off switch right here. We've got your battery charger and your power pole remotes here. And again, this is just a ton of storage in here. You put all kinds of stuff. This stays very dry. This is completely dry, this whole area. You can see right here, when you close this is where you plug the boat in to charge the batteries. Real simple, real easy. All right guys, let's talk about the live well setup a little bit here. The center live well here is about 34 gallons. This particular live well setup, we've got a recirculator and we've got a valve system that allows you to determine how much water you've got in there. If you've got shrimp or crabs or something like that and you only want a little bit of water, just fill it up to this screen. If you've got your white bait and your pilchers and that kind of thing, you're going to fill it up all the way. So it's a really nice live well system to have. We also have the light. Some people like to have the light in the live well. All these things are options. Obviously a huge live well, Again, just like all the hatches, when you close this thing, it's real smooth. You know, nothing slams. Basically press it down and it's good to go. All right guys, this is the second live well on the boat. As you can see, it's set up just like the center live well. You have your adjustable water depth in here. You know, if you want just a little bit of water or a lot, depending on the kind of bait you're using. You can also double this as a dry storage unit. All right, this is the starboard side. Dry storage over here. This is also where we put the oil reservoir for the Evinrude. You know, you can use it for other storage as well. It's completely dry, just like all the hatches. It's got the deep gutters, drains right overboard, all self-bailing.